Hey, sir. You alright? I got an ambulance coming to check you out. Can you see out of your left eye?
My left.
For the most part, are you alright?
What? For the most part, is he alright? He looks like he got ran over by a bus. The bus he's in, he looks like he got ran over by it. I don't think he's okay at all. Like, what?
Now the glass started with that lady there. Mine. He was punching her first.
Alright, I'm gonna check on her quick. I'll be right back with you. Hey, man. I know, I got an ambulance coming for you.
I'm okay.
Ma'am,
You just punched me in the face.
I'm a police officer. I'm gonna touch your forehead, okay? I just wanna move your hair. Okay. Alright, so you got some cuts on your face. You feeling dizzy, lightheaded, anything like that?
My mouth hurts. I think he knocked one of my teeth out.
Okay, can you open your mouth for me? Yeah, you do have a little blood in your mouth. Okay, I have an ambulance coming to talk to you, man. What happened?
There was a man sitting next to me, and all of a sudden, I heard him fussing at these two ladies in the back, calling them bitches and saying all kind of nasty things about him, and that made me angry, so I turned to him and told him to not do that, and then he just swung on me.
Okay. So you told him not to fuss at the ladies in the back, and
He swung on a woman for saying not to do that. I mean, she could have said anything. There's no reason for you to swing on a woman. I've always said this, unless someone swings on you, you have no right to swing on them. Especially if you're a man. Like, you could destroy her face. There's no point to swing on a woman ever. Well, as long as she's not attacking you. But if she's using words, there's just no point to swing on anybody ever.
I said, don't talk to her like that. And then he started yelling at me, and then he hit me, and then he went to go get off the bus, and the door was shut, so he started wailing on the driver. From my understanding, I didn't see that part because I'm blind, but I heard it.
I have an ambulance coming to talk to you. Just sit tight, okay? Did all y'all see this?
Yes.
Good deal. Do you mind hanging out for just a minute? I'm gonna have to talk to everyone if you're okay with it. You're not held here. If you guys want to leave, just let me know so I can talk to you really quick before I go. I got a lot to do before I go. I'm gonna have an ambulance that's come check them both out first. Is anybody else injured?
No.
Nobody else is injured?
No.
Okay.
I was sitting right here.
Yep.
He jumped up right there where you sit there and kicked the devil out of me.
So you were sitting right here?
I was sitting right here. He jumped up and took his foot and he kicked me.
Kicked you? How many times did he kick you?
He kicked me by one time. He kicked me hard.
This is what I've always said about men who put their hands on women. Those dudes need to get their ass whooped. The weakest dudes in the world are ones who put hands on women who didn't do anything to them. If you swing on a woman and she didn't try to fucking kill you, like, you are the biggest bitch on earth. Literally. For acting tough for who? Who are you acting tough for? It's not tough to be able to beat up a woman, bro. Dude, that just blows me. Like, it blows my mind. If you put your hands on women, you deserve this. Yo, you deserve just knocked out, bro. John Jones, it should just be, like, spawned into your life, and he should just knock you back to your senses.
I knocked their ass out. He jumped up and grabbed the man off of him.
So you essentially saw him fussing at them. He jumps up and starts wailing on her. That's when you stepped in and grabbed him.
When he jumped over there in her face.
That's when he jumped up and grabbed her.
Yeah.
When he jumped up and started hitting her, was he hitting her with closed fists, or could you see her?
He brought me down, bam, bam.
Yep, over that.
He got down.
What happened from your perspective?
Well, I saw him punching the lady right there, the blind lady. He was punching her in the face. I don't know what was going on, but she said something to him. He came over and started punching her in the face, punched me out. And I'm watching this, so I got on the radio. He saw that I wouldn't open the doors. He wanted me to open the door. He was trying to get through the glass. He couldn't, so he ripped the glass off.
So that was separating you from the passengers, right? And he pulled it and just started attacking you?
Yeah.
Physically? Was he, I know it sounds like a dumb question, was he hitting you with closed fists?
Yeah.
Punching you? And he just wanted to be let off, essentially? That's why he went to attacking you?
Yeah. I was almost unconscious. I had to let him off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because,
Is there any way we can start working on getting these cameras up? What'd this guy look like?
Okay, he had on tan pair of pants, and a long sleeve shirt, like a long john shirt, and a blue cap. And his hand said Savannah. Yeah, he got long in his mouth. Well, he real nasty.
He definitely beats women for like a living. Like, he does this shit. This ain't the first time he's beaten on a woman. Savannah was probably his ex-girlfriend or some shit. He was beating on her too. Can't fight men, but he'll fight a woman all day. He'll just like, what's up, bitch? Like, oh yeah, real tough guy over here. You could beat up a lady who's like not near your strength. He beat up he hit 2 women on the bus. Think about how many women he's hit off that bus. Sounds like this dude don't have brothers either. If you have brothers, I think as a male, it's important that you have brothers. Or If you don't have brothers, you need like strong men around you. They're gonna motivate you and push you to be better and tell you you're being stupid when you're actually being stupid. Like, you need those types of friends around you. Real friends. Those are real friends who tell you what it is, not what you want to hear. Sounds like this dude doesn't have like a male figure in his life. He probably doesn't have a father, a good one. His father probably still is looking for milk. So like that's the issue with a lot of these dudes, bro. They don't have a father, they don't have brothers, and they definitely don't have good friends.
Gentleman, but he got this. Tell something wrong.
Thank you guys. Any y'all on the bus?
Yeah, we all.
Good deal.
I'm sitting back here.
Yep.
I heard that little lady right there was saying he stepped on her foot or something. She kept saying, well, you could have said excuse me or something. So he kept on. So finally he started using profanity. And he stood up and he was cursing her. And he kept acting like he might was going to hit her or stuff. So, you know, everybody's scared. So I didn't know that the other lady was blind who he hit. So he kept telling her to stay out of it. So finally she said one more thing and he just went to beating on her. So
not only is this woman a woman, she was a blind woman that he was beating on. It just doesn't even make sense. What goes through this guy's head? I can't imagine all the things he's done prior to this. It's gotta be something ludicrous. In the title of this video, it literally says he's committed 44 crimes. Think about all the crimes he's committed that he hasn't gotten caught for. This dude needs to be locked up for life.
Yeah, so he got mad. He kept saying, open this door, open this door. He went back.
Yeah,
and he tore the whole thing. He just pulled the
whole thing right off.
back and was trying to pull him from out of there or whatever. Then we scared he might have a gun.
Yeah.
So finally, when that door got open, he jumped out and ran.
So driver is ag back. His eyes are swelling shut. This dude straight up tore the dividing partition off to physically attack him. Beat the shit out of a blind woman. Lacerations all over her face. After physically assaulting another elderly female in here, was wrestled to the ground by the gentleman in the high visibility vest. Driver tried to keep the guy on the bus so we could get here and take him into custody. And that's when the dude just ripped the partition off and went to town. He was like, I was losing consciousness, so I finally just let him out. I gotta get pictures of him. If you could work with Kat on getting video footage, if you could talk to female in the black here and the blue right here, that'd be
Alright, I'll get their statements, I'll get their information, I'll do supplemental, okay?
Do you mind if I grab a picture of your face to document your injuries, if you don't mind? Is that okay?
That's what you have to do.
I do. You're pretty busted up.
Are y'all working on getting camera footage?
Yeah, we're calling the safety manager because he can get it immediately.
Do you mind if I take some photographs of your injuries?
Yeah, but can I go somewhere else?
Yes. Where do you want to go?
Anywhere?
Do you want to go sit at the rear of my car, away from everyone?
Yes,
We can
please.
bring you out there. You may want to go the other way. You got broken glass on the ground over here.
I'm sorry, y'all. It's okay. I hope you'll be all right. God bless you for holding each other. Yeah. God bless you.
While police are getting all the information they can about the suspect, they have no idea he's still in the area, just a few blocks away.
Well, everyone's out here looking for him, so. What'd you see? What happened?
He's starting to beating the white lady. Can't stop bleeding, and I gave her a lot of napkins. I'm sorry, is that normal?
No.
Okay.
Not normal. That's
scary.
If he would have said, yeah, this is normal, she would have went right back to China. Or I don't know where she's from, but she's not from here, I don't think. Which is why she asked that question and why she has an accent. Yeah, she's like, hold on, America? Does it usually happen like this here? She's like, if so, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Oh my, and do you blame her? Honestly, like, I don't blame her. Shit. Men and women are out of control in this country in a lot of different ways. It's literally insane. It's crazy. There's so many problems with the Western culture as a whole. I mean, there's problems in every country. A lot of political problems that I don't like to get into because this isn't a political channel, but we have a lot of problems here. Also, we're a lot better than a lot of countries as well. Like, this is one of the best places in the world to live. I wouldn't say it's the best. Like, some people will say it's the best, but there probably are better places to live. I still need to travel more, so I wouldn't really necessarily know, but I hear a lot of good things about Japan.
You know, I'm going to get blood on stuff.
You're okay. My main concern is if you want to be more comfortable back here, that's fine with me. I'm going to go ahead and turn up the air for you. I'm not going to shut you in. I know it gets a little claustrophobic back here. So, how you doing, man?
All right. Thank you for coming.
Sorry I wasn't sooner, but
Yeah.
thank you for sticking around and taking care of her. I still have ambulances coming for you both. Do you mind if I photograph your injuries now?
Sure.
Any point did you feel like you were going to lose consciousness?
I don't know. It was kind of a blur when she started hitting me, but I didn't fall down or anything.
Okay. You have a pretty good laceration right below your left eye. This is going to sound like a real dumb question. If we can find them, do you want to press charges or battery?
I don't know. I don't think so. The other people said it seemed like he was on drugs or having a mental health issue.
You don't
I
know.
I don't really feel like that's going to help anybody.
Not pressing charges is definitely not going to help anybody. You should definitely press charges on his dumb ass. What also too, was there no men on the bus other than the old bus driver who wasn't gonna really do anything because he's older. He's an older gentleman. I understand her, the nice black woman earlier in the video, she said we were just scared because we didn't know if he had a gun or not. And sometimes that's why a lot of people could be hesitant with certain people, because like if they pull a gun out, then it's like, what the fuck? Which is why I carry mine everywhere I fucking go. Like, I think if you're a woman, you definitely should have something, whether that's a knife, pepper spray, or a gun. I would say you should probably own a gun to protect yourself. You're the weaker sex. It's important that you have something. There are people living in this world where they believe that nothing bad could ever happen. They're just gonna, you know, like, but the reality is you need to live in reality. Things can happen, so you should be prepared. It's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. If you're under-prepared and something like this happens where a dude's fucking wailing on you in the bus, hey, if you had some pepper spray, maybe he'd get the fuck off you. So I'm not saying it's her fault. I'm not saying any of this is her fault. I'm just saying I know a lot of people and a lot of women who think they don't need to have any type of weapon to self-defend themselves. I'm not an advocate for violence, but for self-defense, absolutely. Maybe it's because I've watched so many of these damn videos. I just see all the dumb shit. And then you hear things on the news too, of people shooting up schools or shooting up hockey rings, and it's like, yo. So it's important that you have something, which is why I have an Amazon storefront on self-defense products. If you want to look there, it's a great place to start.
Press charges and they don't want to press charges, he's probably not going to get arrested. If you do want to press charges, it's not something that's going to require you to go to court all the time or do anything like that. We handle that.
He attacked the bus driver, and that's unsafe for everyone.
Absolutely. He severely injured the bus driver, okay? And he could have severely injured you more so than you are, or injured other people on that bus. And regardless of drugs or mental health, there's a way we have to act in public, and usually arrest is in the first step in getting some of that help.
Well, I won't be able to ID him, but if everyone else can, then I would consider pressing charges. I don't really know how any of this works.
There's no pressure at all. Right now, my main concern is I want to get you medically cared for. Again, you're free to leave at any point. If you say, bring me home, I don't want to talk to you guys anymore, I'll do that, okay? We're probably going to have a detective come out and investigate this one, because the bus driver's pretty injured.
I like him. I know him. He drives me home every day.
So he seems like a very nice guy. Seems like he was looking out for you, and everyone on the bus was trying to look out for each other. Are you okay with waiting back here for just a minute? I'll come back and check on you, okay?
Yeah, I'm good. You've been very kind, just so you guys know I can't see a daggone thing.
I know, you're good. Hang tight. I'll leave this door open.
God, and she was so nice too, bro. Such a nice woman. What could she have possibly have said, honestly? Hey, stop talking to those women like that. They're women. There are dudes on the bus. Look.
The suspect is seen yelling at the elderly woman and getting in her face before the blind woman says something to him. He then gets in her face very quickly as if he's going to assault her, then stands up to defend herself, and the suspect begins hitting her repeatedly. The man with the high visibility vest then tackles the suspect, bringing him to the front near the bus driver. The suspect then notices the bus driver calling for police using his radio and tries to force him to open the door so he can leave. When the bus driver refuses, the suspect begins yanking on and reaching around the glass partition to force the driver to open the door. The suspect then completely destroys the glass partition and begins beating the bus driver, punching him 10 times before the driver has to oblige him, due to him later saying he was about to lose consciousness. The suspect then leaves the scene. An officer now locates the suspect a couple blocks away from the crime scene and attempts to detain him.
Listen, I've been cool with you, man. I'm gonna ask you to stand up though, turn around, put your hands behind your back real quick.
What I did?
We gotta figure some things out, okay?
What for what?
We got a call that came down. Description very well matches you. It probably isn't you, but we have to figure.
All right, now I know a lot of people are probably going to say it probably isn't you. First of all, it was definitely him. I just heard what the cop said. I know a lot of people are going to say, why didn't that guy do anything when he was attacking the bus driver? That's a good question, right? Like, however, I still go back to what that one black woman was saying earlier. It's difficult because you don't want this guy to pull out a gun and then shoot you in the fucking mouth, right? The guy in the vest did good getting him off the woman, but he didn't do anything getting him off the bus driver. Bus driver, being an older dude, probably should have some type of weapon to defend himself as well. That's what I'm thinking. It's easy for you to say, oh, though the guy in the vest, he's younger, he should have protected the bus driver, but the bus driver should have been able to protect himself. This is why I always talk about self-defense products and self-defense weapons. Like, you have to have something, because you never know when a motherfucker wants to just swing on you for no reason.
So,
man, listen, I just walked up here. I didn't do shit.
Up from where?
I just walked up here from this way. It got me.
I got you. I've seen like about 4 other guys wearing beige So we're gonna be a quick 1-2, figure it out, and then we'll be done, man.
Figure it out.
Yeah, but not a blue hat that says Savannah. This is the dude 100%.
Man, I mean, I just had to stand up with my hand behind, but I ain't do nothing.
I got you, but that's why we got to figure it out. So it's just gonna be a brief detention, all right, man?
I didn't do nothing. So why you put your hands on me, man?
Listen.
I didn't do nothing, man. I just walked up here.
Here's how it's gonna happen. I'm asking you.
I didn't do nothing. So what you asking me?
Can I say something?
Are you gonna swing on the cop now?
I can. If
This
you
guy.
say y'all seen other guys with bad description.
They're being stopped as well. They ain't the only. He ain't the only one.
Well, I ain't seen nobody stop but me. That's not about to happen.
I understand that, but dude, we have a job we have to do. Okay.
You have a job, but I didn't do nothing, man. So what you mean? I got to put my hand behind my back until you figure something out. Go ahead and figure it out.
That's how this works.
It's not how it works.
We got.
I just walked up.
Proper description.
How you know it's me?
Well, I didn't.
This cop must have not have seen the film that we just saw. That's what I'm assuming, because it's definitely you, my boy.
So what the f*** you talking about putting my hand behind my back for?
Listen, brother. Yeah, just calm down.
I am calm, but you can't
Okay,
now.
I got you. So
I didn't do nothing. I just walked up here. I just walked up here.
I got you.
33 Alpha 1.
Like I said, I'm asking you nicely to help us out to make the
Nah,
situation
I'm not
go.
helping you out.
33
I didn't do
Alpha 1.
nothing.
You're going to be out with who?
So again, what happens when I ask and it doesn't happen? Like you don't help us out here, right? We're gonna have to use force.
Use force? You mean you gonna use force?
Like I'm saying,
Dude, he got to do
we're trying to figure out an incident.
And you gonna have to figure it out. But you ain't got nothing to do with me. So you have to figure it out.
Like I'm saying, we're going to briefly detain you.
You ain't about to briefly detain shit, because I didn't do shit.
Give him a 2-piece. Give him a 2-piece like he gave that blind woman. Just give it to him. Bop, bop. That's the force we're talking about, buddy. What force? Bro, you are not tough. You hit women.
What happened? You're not about to briefly detain nothing, man. Because I didn't do nothing. I just walked up
Like I
here.
said, man, I'm giving you a lot of chances.
You ain't giving me no chances, man. How you giving me some chances? I just walked up here. You gonna tell me to put my hands behind my back for nothing? Man, f you.
Yeah.
Put my hand behind my back for nothing. I ain't do shit. What? I ain't do shit. So what the hell you talking about?
I don't want to do this, but
Man, I'm not putting my
how
hand
it's gonna
behind my back
happen
on shit. I didn't do shit, nigga. The f you talking about, nigga?
We y'all detaining. What y'all gonna do?
You ain't about to. Nah, ain't no. He ain't got to stand.
I'm just
Nothing.
trying to figure it out. 'Cause
His dumbass friend on the side. Oh, I'm just trying to figure it out. He's talking slow. You can tell he's low IQ as well. Oh, just trying to figure out what's going on. Smoking a blunt, can't even think straight. The blunt's clouding your thinking. That's why you can't figure it out. You can't put 2 to 2 together because you're smoking a blunt right now.
Hey, man, don't run up on me. I ain't do shit.
I was just trying to inform you that 36 and 33 is out with that subject.
The right hand.
36 Alpha 1, start me another unit down here and possibly a supervisor for use of
Man,
force.
yeah, see supervisor. Because I ain't even.
I'll be in
I just walked up here. And you gonna grab me and tell me I'm under arrest for nothing?
He's good. He's good.
Hey, man, if you gonna get
No, just let
off me, man,
I got this. Switch.
I'm gonna ask you one more time to get off me.
Okay. Lift your leg.
We got him detained.
Did you get off the cat bus after getting out of Gateway? Okay. Well, like I said, we're trying to figure it out, and you being aggressive towards us.
Aggressive.
When I'm asking you to do simple things, you just walked up here from where?
From the damn
Cat bus.
You know?
How'd your hands get all torn up?
I just came up here. I ain't do nothing. I just walked up here. They pulled up saying I fit the description or something. I just walked up here.
You want to set him up?
Come on, brother. Set up for me.
Like I said before, if you ask this man if he had his father in his life, he didn't. We gotta keep the fathers in the household, okay? The fathers are the disciplinarians. If there's no father in the household, you get men who act like this. They act erratic and they act off of the way they feel. Like he can't control himself, like when conflict happens at all. And it's a problem. You can't have crazy men who act like this. That's how you get school shooters. That's how you get murderers. That's how you get men who beat on women. We need the fathers in the household. I guarantee you he didn't have one.
Why do you have to do this?
I ain't do shit. you talking about?
Why didn't
bro?
you just like listen when I was talking to you about what we were
Listen, bro, how
doing?
you gonna pull up on me and tell me I put description on something that I just walked up to?
You think I would just make that up?
The suspect is now transported to the hospital for the use of force, where he still isn't cooperative.
Let's go. I'm ready to go.
Jump in, broken, you get knocked out.
I never get knocked out. Okay. Never.
Sit down, dude.
Never. Never. I'm trying about
In the car.
You can't do you doing all that with that bag with the cuffs on me. You won't ever do this. Cuffs on me.
See, again, another dude. We were just talking about this in the last video. These dudes just automatically think just because what, they're a man, they can fight. Bruh. I just wish, like, one of these cops one day, it should just be legal. There's them talking crazy like this. You would never do this shit with the cuffs off. Just take the cuffs off. Duke it out. just have a fist fight right on the street. See who wins. He hasn't trained in fighting. He hasn't thrown any punches. The only punches he's thrown are at drug addicts on the street. These dudes just, like, the overconfidence in men is just baffling to me. There's this one boxer I watch. He was a Olympic boxer. I've learned a lot from him, actually. I watch a lot of his videos for educational purposes to learn how to throw properly. He's a really good boxer. Fuck, I forgot his name. I think it's something Jeffries. He's a white dude. He goes up to, like, random people on the street and he's like, yo, can you fight? And every single male, without fail, says, yeah, I could fight. And then he's like, why do you think you can fight? Well, I don't know. I just know I can. I can beat you up. Not knowing this little dude that they're looking at, because he's not the biggest guy in the world, but not knowing he's an Olympic fighter. I think he was a medalist too. I think he was like a bronze medalist. You're not beating his ass, bro. Like, it's not happening. I don't care how small he is. They will tire you out. Even if you are a big dude, they'll just like dodge you for long enough to where you get tired and then start wailing on you. So you still wouldn't beat that guy. Even though there's weight classes for other fighters.
I promise you that. Do it out of the way. Light up, I whoop your ass, though. Yeah, I'll never get knocked out. Never. What the f*** you gonna do?
This incident took place in Chatham County, Georgia, in June 2025 on a Chatham area transit bus, also known as a CAT bus. The arrested suspect, 40-year-old Brandon Collier, has a lengthy criminal history involving 43 prior arrests in Chatham County dating all the way back to 2002 for crimes such as aggravated battery, aggravated assault, drug possession, obstruction, resisting, terroristic threats, and cruelty to children. In fact, just months prior to the bus attack, Brandon was arrested for threatening victims while holding an upside-down liquor bottle as a weapon in public, which led to him fighting Savannah police officers when they confronted him.
Let me guess, was it Hennessy? Guarantee you it was Hennessy.
He was charged with 2 counts of felony willful obstruction by threats or violence, simple battery, terroristic threats, possession of drug-related objects, and probation violation. He was able to bond out of jail and was released back into the public. Due to this incident, along with his many prior arrests, the bus attack sparked public outrage in the area as local officials, including the mayor of Savannah, condemned the attack. Officials from CAT also released statements saying they were deeply disturbed by the attack and that safety protocols would be reviewed and improved following the attack. They have since ordered new safety shields for the CAT buses and are in the beginning stages of upgrading their training for bus drivers. They also announced that this kind of behavior will not be tolerated and have terminated Brandon's rider privileges indefinitely. Following the bus attack, Brandon was charged with 2 counts of felony aggravated assault, 2 counts of felony aggravated battery, felony exploitation and intimidation of a disabled adult or elderly person, felony second-degree criminal damage to property, and 2 counts of obstruction. In October 2025, Brandon took a plea deal for both the bus incident and the incident where he threatened people with a liquor bottle and fought police. He pleaded guilty to 1 count of aggravated battery, 1 count of aggravated assault, exploitation and intimidation of a disabled or elderly person,
Does it end?
Criminal damage to property, 1 count of willful obstruction by threats or violence, and terroristic threats, while all other charges were dismissed. Brandon was then sentenced to 10 years in prison and 10 years of probation, and was sentenced as a repeat offender, meaning he must serve the prison portion without parole eligibility. The victims, while they both survived, suffered serious and disfiguring injuries to their faces, and multiple of her teeth appeared to be chipped or broken. She and the bus driver were taken to the hospital and treated for their injuries. They have since made a lengthy and arduous recovery.
And this woman said she wasn't going to press charges or she had to think about it. No, you need to press charges. You messed up your teeth. You have to press charges on these people. And they still won't learn, but you have to do something. That is unacceptable behavior.